I'm a 39-year-old male with malar bags and look really tired. What do you suggest? I've got these big puffy bags on my cheekbones. I've been thinking it was from years of sun tanning with no protection, although somebody said it could be thyroid. What would you suggest to fix them? Can they be zapped off with a deep aggressive laser treatment, or maybe a lower bleph? They're really starting to bother me a lot. The photos are taken with an overhead light.
Thank you for your question. You're 39 years old and you've submitted several photos with different angles of the malar bags that are bothering you, and you're asking about options. Well, this is a problem that unfortunately has evaded any type of consistent, successful approach. You see, when we look at people with malar bags, we're looking at what are the most common causes that are associated. And so the first questions I ask are history of allergies, sinus problems, smoking, and whether or not it also runs in the family, whether it's genetic. So malar bags represent an area where there's fluid, and that fluid is kind of an area where things get just backed up, where it's almost like all the traffic going towards a tunnel, and you're at the widest part of the traffic. You see, the eye area and the sinuses drain to a common area behind the eyeball, or behind the orbit, the bones around the eye, called the cavernous sinus. And unfortunately, when there are other conditions that cause fluid to be static around the eyes or the sinuses, then the fluid tends to back up and stay on the malar area. Now, if allergies, sinus problems, smoking are not issues for you, then most likely this is more of a genetic pattern. When people come to me with this situation, I usually take first a step back and look at them, their face and their eyes, and try to understand the context in which how we can maximize the improvement of their appearance. If you see, the malar bags may bother you, but something you may not have also appreciated is the puffy areas under your eyes. And now that puffy area under your eye is called lower eyelid fat prolapse. Now that is something we can do something about, but I would only offer that as an option to help you if you were equally concerned about the puffiness under your eyes compared to the malar bags. What I always tell people is that if the eyes say so much about how you feel, there's a lot of nonverbal communication. And people who have puffiness under the eyes will often be perceived as being tired, of being older, or lacking in energy. And this has tremendous impacts in the social life and in the professional or work life, which ultimately leads to most people come to us seeking some type of solution. So the options that have been tried for malar festoons or bags have included laser, peels. In our practice, I tend to avoid doing anything that adds heat to an area where in the clinical studies, or the basic science related studies like pathology review of the fluid, often there's a lot of fluid and inflammation or inflammatory cells. So unfortunately, sometimes interventions where there's heat can actually make the problem worse. It's almost the easiest ones are the ones where people have such bad festoons is that we'll actually remove them. But those are much more advanced. So some people I've been able to help by doing fillers to try to soften the transition and the appearance of the malar festoons. But unfortunately, this is an area that can be somewhat frustrating. So I would suggest is that you now take some full face photos, or maybe ask some people who are closest to you about the look of your eyes not only focused on the malar festoons, but also on the malar edema or swelling, but also to look at the under eye bags. And if you are motivated, then pursue the things that can be done, something done for, and will actually yield a more predictable result. So I hope that was helpful, and thank you for your question.